Hi guys. What I'm going to show you today is the testing platform that we are going to be using for the 9 weeks exam. When you open the test, you're going to have your very first question. So let's pretend that this is our very first question on the test. I want to show you the menu at the top first. You have a calculator available to you. So when you click on it, it'll open a calculator and you can type into it. Once you're done, you can close it. Another option that you have is to change the color theme. So here are your options. You can have a white background. You can change the color of the background. This is what it's going to look like. For example, if I choose a blue background with white letters, then I can go back to default. Some of you guys will have the option to have the question read to you. And so you have some speaking options up here. Not everybody will have this option. You can change the volume and you can change the speed. You will not be able to change the language, but you can also change the gender. If there is a question that you're having read to you, there might be some sections that will not be read to you. So it has a little guy talking that's crossed out. And then you have the one where it has the actual guy talking. And so you can click on it. So he just said, who is slow-mo? And then you can also have the answers read to you.
The best mascot ever. The best sloth ever.
Okay. And then you also have up here, you have a zoom option. So you can click on the zoom option and it'll zoom in for you if you are having trouble seeing it. Make sure that your window is maximized, because if it's not, it's going to get squished on you. So notice here, it looks very distorted. So don't do that. Then you have over here on the right-hand side, you have a question guide. And this is going to give you an idea of where you're at on the test. So if you click on question guide, it'll tell you which ones are flagged, and it tells you how many are unanswered and which ones are answered or unanswered. So right now I have 3 that are unanswered, and it shows these 3 as the unanswered ones, and I have 0 that are answered. Okay. Now here, underneath that, you have a little flag. So let's say that I want to flag this question because I want to remember to come back to it later. If you notice down here at the bottom where it shows your progress, it shows that on number 1, I put a flag. So that's telling me that I need to come back to it and answer it later, that I skipped it. Now, let's say that you answer it and then you decide that you want to clear your answer. You can also click clear all. You also have this little minus sign that will help you eliminate answers. So if you know that this is not the answer, you can cross it out. And then you can go to the next question. So I'm going to say, oh, well, you know what? I think this is not the answer, but I'm going to flag it so that I can come back to it later. You can do that. Then I go to the next question by hitting this next button. Here's my next question. Notice how this one does not have the periodic table. On the previous one, you did have the periodic table. So for this question, I was pretending that you needed the periodic table in order to answer the question. But for the next one, you don't have any resources. Another resource that you're going to have for this test is going to be the formula for density. So for this question, I'm going to pretend that this is the answer. And then I'm going to hit the next button. Notice on my progress right here, I can see that I have a flag on number 1 to remind myself to go back to it. And then I have a check mark on number 2 because I've already answered it. And then number 3 is blank because I haven't answered it and it doesn't have a flag. Then I click next and I go to question number 3. And then you're just going to keep on going until you are done with the test and you submit it. Okay? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in class.